The Galapagos Islands, an archipelago of volcanic islands in the Pacific Ocean, west of Ecuador and located on the equator. The unique climate of the Galapagos is intrinsically linked to its exceptional biodiversity, and the islands have become famous for their vast number of unique endemic species, which cannot be found anywhere else on the planet. Through thousands of years of evolution, many species have become well adapted to living in this unique climate. One of the most remarkable of these species is the Galapagos penguin, the northernmost species of penguins and the only to have adapted to life on the equator. But living in such an uncharacteristic climate can be very challenging for penguins, as they are extremely sensitive to any climate change. Their ability to survive these warmer conditions relies heavily on the natural upwelling of cool water, which is nutrient-rich and accounts for the majority of this species' diet. However, with recent climate change, the ocean surface is continuing to warm and the Galapagos penguins are finding it harder to find adequate food to survive and feed their young, putting the Galapagos penguins in serious danger. With recent climate change, El Niño events, which cause abrupt increases in sea temperature and rainfall, have been projected to become more intense and more frequent. Already struggling to survive in this warm climate, an increased intensity of El Niño events could be especially dangerous for the Galapagos penguins, as past events have caused greater than 50% declines in their populations. With such a drastic impact, these penguins need a recovery period between events in order to breed and regenerate their population. The period of time between El Niño events has become shorter and shorter, and this increased frequency effectively limits population recovery for the Galapagos penguins and their survival as a species. But the Galapagos penguins are not alone in this adversity. The Galapagos is home to many species that are being affected by climate change as well. The Galapagos Islands were once the source of inspiration for Charles Darwin's groundbreaking theory of evolution by natural selection. Since then, it has become one of the most famous wildlife observing destinations in the world as a result of its captivating array of unique species. The response of these species to El Niño events can be used to understand the effects of climate change on the Galapagos and the ecological consequences of our actions. Let the plight of the Galapagos penguin serve as a reminder of the effects that we, as humans, have on the world we live in.